Overdid myself, I overdid myself, I feel I mean I overused my nights, I overdid my nights.
Overtime and overdue. Ain't no sleep, that is on news. Been outside, that's with the crew. Make my night up on the move. In the morning, get the news. She come home, I heard the Zoom. I step outside, I need my peace. Take one down and hit my beat.
Darling, I've told you several times before, I have no dream job, I do not dream of late.
Hit the left and hit the right. Took everything, ain't nothing left. Count your blessings, count your steps. At your throat like we that strap. It's way too cold under the flesh. All we ball, but we don't mesh. All we drink, leave us a mess. Down on my drills, that is old news. Let's go.
Good morning. Happy Saturday, everybody. How's it going? How is it going, everyone? Happy Saturday. What's good? Guys, I don't know what I think I was doing. I got on here on live not on my computer. It's bad, guys. It's gotten to the point I feel like I can't even say anything about anything because girl, these note takers and bone collectors, my God. Y'all be busy. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to the busybodies out here. Good morning to Bougie Gang. Guys, thank you to everyone who's been purchasing some bougie merch. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. I hope y'all like it. There's a couple of things I need to do in the store. So I hope that you guys are liking what's out. There is new stuff coming. So just hang in there. It's coming. It's coming. I just, I'm working on it. So I'm gonna just put it like that. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Guys, tomorrow is members only. So if you are into that, if you want to come member live with us tomorrow, come through, come through, come through. Bougie Gang will be getting together. What we do for our Sundays. It's gonna be fun. Guys, the past couple of days I have been chilling. I've been working and I've been chilling. I've been actually enjoying watching some YouTube. Getting back into the reason why I do YouTube is because I enjoy YouTube. Okay. So I've been actually getting to enjoy watching other people work. Okay. So I have been chilling. I've been chillaxing. I've been in the Discord a little bit here and there. I've been getting to do some things I don't normally get to do because I'm normally busy. Okay. So you guys know I started a new project this week. That's why my schedule's a little bit off, but I probably just needed about another week or two to get myself situated to where I can get myself back on like a normal schedule of how I typically do things. But once I start to roll it out is when I start to roll it out. I'm not, you know what I mean? There's too many people out here too worried about what and how I do things for me to even be able to tell anyone anything until I really know what I'm doing anyway. So it's all good, guys. No matter what, it's going to be good. because I always think of you guys. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's my family first. But at the end of the day, you guys are super duper important, and I love doing YouTube. So that goes without question. Let me make sure. So how's everybody doing? The gang stars this morning. Ooh, was it Erica? I feel like it was Erica. First thing in. Guys, my screen flipped and I'm not doing my typical setup. I was gonna go upstairs to our family room because I didn't want to come into the office. I tore my office up yesterday, and I'm still reorganizing. So I plan to go upstairs, and then I don't know. I just said, you know what? Let me just go back to my office. So I ended up on a device rather than on my computer. But anyway, guys, what I really want to talk about first, because I think I'm going to be back live again later on this afternoon, because there's a lot to talk about. And don't forget to hit the like button, guys. I'm seeing where there's 139 in the chat at the moment, who are watching, Bushes, all of that. Good morning. And we have 47 likes. Okay, I don't know what the dislikes are, but I know we have 49. Babe, hold on. Okay, guys, it's Saturday. All right. Anyway, this is what I wanted to talk about. There's a couple things, I mean, there's a ton of stuff to talk about, period. And there's a lot of stuff to get caught up on, but this happened yesterday, and I really want to talk about this first because Chrissy's back with the shits again, guys. I don't care what anybody says. Chrissy had a long conversation with everybody about what's going on. And her last 3 live streams tell me something. We already know Chrissy has been out here on the YouTube streets. Chrissy is out here. She is chilling. She is coming through. She is hanging out. She's on panels. Shouts out to Sofa Time Talks with Kels. You know, at the end of the day, it's okay, Chrissy. It's okay. We've been knowing that you like reaction videos, okay? We've been knowing. I think she's pregnant too, as quiet as it's kept. And she can say anybody's body shaming all she wants. I remember when Chrissy was getting into that pool she had in the backyard in Vegas, and I said something Mother's Day about her going into that pool right after DeMarcus had left, when we finally found out a couple of months later that she was pregnant with Onyx. And she said people were body shaming. Girl, a woman knows another woman, and a woman who's been pregnant definitely knows another pregnant woman. Just like we knew Jasmine's ass was pregnant, and Jasmine tried to keep it a secret until she finally admitted to it, told everybody she was like, you can't claim bullying and be lying at the same time. Okay. That's not cool, but that's not what we're here to talk about. Chrissy actually went, and as far as I know, she has signed a lease to a new place. And it's like, Chrissy, you just got the last 3 videos. Okay. Her last 3 videos, Chrissy has been talking about staying out the way, rebranding, this, that, and the third. Chrissy, at the end of the day, the bottom line is this: you have 9 kids, getting ready to have 10 kids. If you're not acting different, you can call it rebranding. I just call it, maybe you just needed to grow the fuck up. I don't know. But at the end of the day, this is what I'm going to say. Lady, you got damn 10 kids and you are in your 30s. You are with a man who has problems with those hands, okay? And you have been in a new house every year, sometimes twice a year, since I've been watching your channel. Well, they got 10, including the new baby. Well, they got 10, including his baby. They'll have 11 if they have a baby, right? Congratulations, girl. Congratulations, you have housing. Okay. Like, I don't understand what the congratulations is. Congratulations, you're saving $1,000. That's the congratulations. To me, it's all money moves. You know what I'm saying? Unless if you're going from renting to renting to renting, there's nothing wrong with that. But what's the congratulations? You got more square footage, you got less square footage. The congratulation is, bitch, you just saved $1,000. That's the congratulations. So let's not get lost in the sauce here. At the end of the day, you got 10 kids. It should be about money moves, period. Um, it's nice to have a new house and everything, but if it's not yours, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just another house to live in my opinion. I lived in many, many apartments and I probably love them all. I don't even think about them anymore. The only places I think about are the last place I lived, which I owned, and the place I live now. I could give two shits about the last 10 places that I rented. You know what I'm saying? In my 20s and my 30s, I rented apartments, I rented townhouses, I rented duplex. I probably moved every time my lease was up or every 2 years, something like that. I didn't have 10 kids to take around with me and a man. My house I purchased, I was in that house for 14 years. I went from single to married, from us with one dog to a daughter, to, well, we still have the dog, to now, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, let's congratulate on making some money moves. Let's congratulate, let's another rent, like, is, I'm not downing a rental, so let's be clear. But you're renting, that's fine. Now you're saving $1,000 a month. Let's put up $12,000 in a year. Now there's no excuse to not save $10,000 to have a nice deposit for a new home. Absolutely. Good morning, good morning, good morning to everyone. I just, I think to some of the younger dolls who are watching, and to some of us who have some experience, and some of us who are still working through our shit, and some of us who can, like, just say, you know what, been there, done that. It's a struggle, but I'm holding on to trying to do what's best for me, because I've talked about this a lot. It's called discipline, guys. At the end of the day, it takes discipline and effort to do the right thing on a consistent basis, period. And that's anything. That's cooking, cleaning, everything. Everybody has their struggles. Okay. Some people got their struggles keeping their damn legs closed. Okay. Some people just can't not give up the box. Some men just can't stop fucking. Okay. Period. It is a discipline. And all of you who know this, who do this on a regular basis, there's even tricks behind doing it. You don't even have to pay a bill anymore manually. You can just set up auto draft. But some of us are very resistant to wanting to do that because we want to have control over our money. If you know you're paying your bill anyway, set up the auto draft just for the minimum. And if you want to pay over, pay over. But at the end of the day, getting control of your finances and managing your money is a discipline. And anyone who is in discipline of their money, I don't care if you have 800 credit, you know how much of a discipline it is. For some people, it's not a thought to think to not pay a bill on time. And for some people, monthly bill paying is an option. It's like, do I want those jeans, or do I want those jeans and still have a bill? Or would I rather have what I need to get through, and once I get the real money that is my money, not attached to a debt that I owe, I'll go ahead and have some fun. Um, I just think making a big announcement as a mother of 9 children, and one potentially on the way, because it's no secret, guys. They've said we're trying to conceive, all of those things, right? So she could be pregnant right now. Girl, look at Rihanna. Rihanna wasn't trying to tell anybody that she was pregnant until Rihanna was good and pregnant. She wasn't trying to tell nobody. Okay. Look at this belly. Look at this belly. Okay. Rihanna is pregnant. Okay. Girl, that's got to be 5-6 months right there. Okay. We don't know what Chrissy is. Last time Chrissy was pregnant, Chrissy told us a couple of months before that baby came, right? Right, Olivia Pope. Good morning. Good morning to everyone. Okay. And Jasmine lied for months, trying to tell us that she was pregnant or she wasn't pregnant when she was pregnant. At the end of the day, I'm happy that Chrissy, look, at the end of the day, I think it's a wonderful thing that Chrissy got herself a new place and she's saving some money. To me, as a responsible YouTuber who is talking about changing the optics, change the optics on a bitch moves every 9 months. That you don't mind breaking a lease, that you don't mind being evicted, that paying bills is an option. Change the optics on that, because yesterday, what I was thinking was, didn't you just move in that place? Didn't you just tell us how bougie you were getting ready to be? Didn't you just tell us all that like 6 months ago? You moved from Houston to Austin. You told us you was getting ready to be bougie. But then now you're telling us that you got a place that was like too expensive, so your eyes were bigger than your pocket, or you didn't expect stimulus to run out. You spent the $20,000 that you said you saved. What happened to the envelope stuffing? I'm not trying to dredge up the past, but there's a lot of people that put people on pedestals. And what I'm saying is this: number one, I don't care how wonderful the YouTuber is. Stop putting people on pedestal, because all of us are some regular ass bitches, just like the rest of y'all up in here. You know what I'm saying? I might do it different. She might do it different. The Erics might do it different. Desi Love might do it different. Dr. Amira damn sure does it different, because we know Dr. Amira walks in woke. Okay. M. Jones, woke. Hollywood, she likes her designer, but she's woke. Okay. Camilla is over there in Europe living completely different from us here in the United States. At the end of the day, she's still a woman. She's still a mommy. She's still all of those things. At the end of the day, girl, you just rented another house. What's the big fucking deal? Come to us and let us know when you actually bought something. Okay. Period. And I'm not trying to be a hater, but when you sit up here talking about new home tour, that's not a new home, and it's not sold. Okay. It's a new house, a new rental to you. New home tour. That is not a new home. My house is 20 years old, and my house damn near looks like that. The same type of paint, chair railings. You can see the decor. That house is late 90s, early 2000s, and there's nothing wrong with that. My house, I think, was built in maybe 19 I don't even know. Maybe it was 2000. Girl, I don't even know. It's 20 something years old. What I know is this: we love it. Okay. That's what I know, is we love it. However, at the end of the day, the bottom line is that it's not a new home. It's a new rental to you. Okay. But you put that thumbnail on there as clickbait. You talked about clickbait 2 videos ago because you want people to think that you and Rod just bought a new house. But you guys are renting a house. You are downsizing because you wanted to save money. That is a million video. And Chrissy can say whatever she wants. I got over 100,000. I got this, that, and the third. What do you know? You're a smaller channel. Girl, you were at 6,000 subscribers once upon a time too. And I'm not selling my soul and selling my complete story to get there. At the end of the day, girl, I figured out something for one of my channels that I can talk commentary on people that do. Okay. I don't have to sell my complete story. Okay. Period. Huh. All right. So you were on YouTube for 8, 9, 10 years and finally figured out that you don't want to sell your drama. And that's cool. But at the end of the day, don't sell us clickbait either, because this is a collection of mommies to be, wives to be, women who are growing up, all of these things who are watching you. Tell the real story. The real story would have been, I wanted to be bougie. But being bougie is paying your bills. Being bougie is having money in the bank. Being bougie is not having bill collectors calling you, okay? Being bougie is knowing your limits. Of course, it's a beautiful house, Silver Moon. So let me pin that comment just in case anyone else comes in to think that I'm saying it's not a nice home. Girl, we just gonna pin that. Silver Moon, thank you, boo-boo. We know it's a beautiful home. What I'm saying is the real message that people need to know, and everything doesn't have to be a message. Obviously, this is entertainment, right? Everything doesn't have to be a message, but at the end of the day, the message should be bitch, I just saved $1,000 a month. I have 9 children, and girl, I found a new house in the same neighborhood, and I'm saving $1,000. That should have been the thumbnail, but not my channel. Okay, she can do what she wants to do. I'm giving my commentary on what I observed, and what I observed is this. I think it was a miss, and it's more the same, and it's Chrissy still with the shits. And at the end of the day, I would have been honest and told the real story, because that might have got you a bigger response than somebody who moves every 9 months, who was double evicted. Okay, move to Houston. You liked your house. You said that they're turning it into an Airbnb, and you left during a pandemic. Somehow they're telling you they're turning it into an Airbnb, and they're not renewing your lease during a pandemic. And we're supposed to believe that for some reason, either, I don't know if you were evicted or not, I don't really care. Or they just said they don't want to rent to you because, girl, you got too many people living in that house. I don't know what the problem was, but that you don't mind leaving on a lease. Okay, that you don't mind breaking a lease. Maybe you're gonna ride this lease all the way out. We know that you're getting to be a year onto this house that you're currently moving into, but at the end of the day, I think that when you sit and you want to talk about financial responsibility and mompreneuring, the story should have been, because the last house you moved into, you said that the next house you moved into, you would be buying. Okay. You said that you would be living there for a year and you would be moving into your new home. Okay. I'm just calling it like I see it, guys. Okay. They must need an extra room now. Well, yeah, probably for the baby, but Chrissy doesn't mind co-sleeping. She's kept, girl, I co-slept. Farrah had a whole bedroom waiting for her, but she slept with us for a long time. She did go into her room right at the point when she turned about 1 year old. Hey, Blama, good morning, hun. I think she's at 1,000 over price because her rental history. Girl, your rental history, girl, I was getting to that. Your rental history, because of double evictions, because of breaking leases, because of probably your income to debt ratio, because you are a independent person in terms of 1099. Nobody works for the people who work for YouTube and Google know it. Okay. When you get a 1099, you are not an employee. Okay. You're not a contractor for YouTube. You are a content creator that at will posts videos that you get paid a royalty on. Okay. So because of rental history, and probably because she has to provide bank statements and things like that, and girl, a lot of us deal in cash. A lot of you out here who are listening right now, if you're on the come up and you're growing up and you deal with a lot of cash, you deal with a lot of Cash App, you don't let your money do the talking in your bank account, start using debit transactions. Make sure you're getting a direct deposit, ladies, because at the end of the day, if you work gigs, you could be a dancer, you could be an accountant, you could be doing lots of different things. You might be a nanny, you might be doing lots and lots and lots of different things, but you have to have statements to show your credit worthiness. Okay. If you want a home, you have to be credit worthy. Okay. We are all worthy as people. Obviously, we all deserve to have anything and everything that we want. Okay. And if you're a believer in the Most High, you know that his plan is to shower you and to give you all of your heart's desires, but we have to work. Okay. You have to work and you have to be disciplined. Okay. That's what that whole Bible is all about, guys. It's about discipline. It's about doing the right things and doing things in a decent and in order fashion, and also obeying the law. The law is a pretty big part of the Bible too. Okay. So if you are out of order, oftentimes you will find your life out of order. You will find your relationships out of order. You will find your finances out of order. And make no mistake, this conversation is not just about Chrissy. The bottom line is this: Chrissy is a great example, and I'm going to say why. Because Chrissy has a big platform. She speaks to a lot of people. But the one thing that I see on a regular basis, girl, you come with the wrong messages. Instead of, I just saved $1,000, we move to save money. You're clickbaiting with sold, which nothing is sold, is leased. Okay. Which, again, for the 15th time, there's nothing wrong with that. but it's not sold. Only thing I can see right now is sold out. Okay. Stop selling out for clicks and views. Okay. Stop selling out for clicks and views. Tell what it really is. Least. Okay. Least. But I've saved how to save $1,000 a month. Get real with your finances. Do the research. Test your market. See what's available. See what you can find that's bigger and better for less money. Also, another thing I thought of during the home tour was this. Girl, you have a house in the same neighborhood that is $1,000 less. Why? Why? Are those people in financial trouble? Are those people, I mean, did the pipes work? Does the shower get hot? Are the taxes due? Why are you selling, or why are you leasing so far under market? That's what is, because it's a pandemic right now, and we all know that the inventory is lacking everywhere. You can go to the grocery store, you can't find shit. You go buy a new car, you can't find shit. You go find a new house. Vicky Sweets, what's good, baby? You go to buy a house. There's 20 other people giving offers. Okay. Everything is lacking, but you luck up on a house that's $1,000 less and bigger. Girl, what's the fuck wrong with that house? Okay. That's what I want to know. What's wrongs with that house? Okay. That's what I would like to know. Inquiring minds would love to know, because honey, baby, I'm just not, something in that buttermilk. What they say, the buttermilk ain't clean. I don't know. Something is a bit off with this story that you want for us to believe. Okay? Let's see. Rent amounts have skyrocketed, but you found a place in the neighborhood for $1,000 less. Now, she was paying over because they taxed her because of her credit history. Guys, these are the things I'm saying that, and I'm talking about it right now. So if people don't want to talk about it, understand I am. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, there's a lot of people that have preconceived notions about how to get things in life. And at the end of the day, number one is discipline and being honest with yourself, okay? Of what you can afford and what you can't afford. And also putting those things to action. You might know that you can't afford certain things, but damn it, you still out there trying to live like the Joneses, okay? You see the M Joneses next door, and they've got E450s, okay? They're riding clean. Mr. M Jones just came home in a G5, okay? And they look clean over there, but you don't know what they've had to do to get there. You don't know the struggle. You don't know the sleepless nights. You don't know the degrees. You don't know the hustle. Do you know what I'm saying? It's very easy to look and see what people have and think that they're not shit and they can't do shit, or, oh, it must have been easy for them, or, oh, someone done left them some money, or whatever the case might be. But at the end of the day, it's better to be honest and true and say, look, girl, I thought, but I realized, maybe we need to do this. Over Thanksgiving, when I saw Chrissy, she was going to go pick up her mom in Houston, and I don't know what was wrong with the Mercedes that's leased. Okay. She was driving in a beautiful car. I don't know if you guys remember. She was driving in a beautiful car. The kids were in the back playing, all of that, right? And someone asked her, what kind of car is that? And it was some sort of a Jaguar SUV. Guys, we are a 2 full-time income household, and both of us have side hustles. Okay, my husband's an electrician, so do the math. You know what I'm saying? People need stuff done all the time. Okay, so we have 2 full-time jobs, and both of us are, can work side jobs. My side job is me talking to you guys right now. Good morning, Cheryl Waz. Good morning, Mastermind V. Good morning, everyone. Pineapples, how you doing, babe? Cree, at the end of the day, I don't drive a Jag. That's my choice. I don't drive a Jaguar. I don't drive a Mercedes. I drive a paid for vehicle with no car payment because you know what? I've got other things in mind. And at the end of the day, everyone has their financial walk and everyone has their own individual financial responsibilities. But when you open the door and you do a video, I'm going to react. Okay. And this is a mommy that I react to. Okay. Period. Um, I just think it's just very interesting. The optics, you know, we did this whole thing this summer about this huge, extravagant we have 4 cars, 3 of them are paid for. We have 1 car that the note will be paid in less than a year. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Since I let you in on, because as quiet as it's kept, I heard someone out there tried to get some of my credit report or whatever. And I'm sure it was already talked about because people love to talk about me. They love to talk about your girl over here. At the end of the day, 4 vehicles, 3 are 100% owned, paid for, no notes. Okay. All right. Have that part paid deeds, titles, things like that. Okay. At the end of the day, it's not to brag, but you know what? When you have worked hard to do certain things, you will brag just a little bit. You know what I mean? You know that I'm so glad. Okay. I'm so glad. Okay. Because when you work really hard for things, there is no, like, people can get mad if they want to, if they think that you're bragging. At the end of the day, this was not overnight. If you know me and you knew me 20, 25 years ago, girl, not that it was that bad. I mean, I always owned a vehicle. I always had a nice place to live and I've always had a great job. But at the end of the day, girl, those jeans may have took precedence before I paid my power bill. Because girl, I used to get paid every single week and I knew I could pay the power bill the following week rather than be disciplined and pay before the due date, buy those jeans and pay after the due date. Okay. Holla if you hear me in those comments at the end of the day. But when you have those little faces looking at you and you have a husband looking at you like, how are you spending this money? Okay. You know that there's responsibilities above and beyond yourself. When I took responsibility of someone else's money, i.e., our money as a married couple, but the trust of a husband or a mate who puts money in your hand and expects you to do the right thing, which is pay mortgages and rent and car payments and light bills and buy food and pay for things for the kids or whatever the case might be. That is a level of responsibility that transcends self and selfishness. Okay. Now, it's a beautiful home, high ceilings. It kind of, guys, don't lose me here. It reminded me a little bit of Keisha's house. If you guys have been watching Keisha K. Lee, she just purchased a home. Keisha just purchased a new home to them. And they are in the middle of renovations. Okay. Do I have a picture of Keisha? Um, they're in the middle of reservations, and we're gonna talk about that, guys. I need to go live about 6 times, guys, because this week I know I've been MIA because your girl been busy, and I had to be responsible, guys, because like I said, I just started a new project, and I can't fool around with y'all right now because when I get up in these YouTube streets, it's a whole hot mess, okay? And the distractions are real, so I need to pay attention to the business that pays me, which is my full time, and then I can get over here to this good part-time where I can talk to all my YouTube sisses and we can run this tea. Okay, that's how I do things, right? So it's priorities, it's discipline. Okay, and it's getting real. Are we taking notes? It's priorities. The priorities is the discipline, and it's being real. Okay, real with yourself, real with that bank account, real with that direct deposit, real with that ninja that lays next to you, real with yourself. Okay, the discipline to pay the bill than rather to not pay the bill. Okay, the discipline to be of your word. We are moving in here, we are renting, and the next house we will move into will be our house that we buy. Keisha did that. Now, girl, we're gonna talk, girl, Keisha. Guys, I've never seen someone get a full sew-in and take it out after 2 weeks, every single 2 weeks. This girl stays getting her hair done. Let me get off this picture because I'm gonna get distracted. I only popped over here because homegirl said she was gonna do something. And I know y'all who've been watching for a long time. I know who's sick though, that Chrissy just moved, and that's this one right here. Girl, she gonna be sick. You know, them hoes get sick, okay? Jasmine is sick today. I promise all my Keisha people, all my low keys and low dons, all of you guys watching, girl, I will be back later on. We gonna talk Keisha, okay? I promise. We may have to this afternoon with a drink. We're going to talk about it because I know there's a lot to talk about, but girl, the renovations have started off Camel Toe Road. Okay. The official trap house located off Camel Toe Road, Great Estates. Okay. Keisha, first thing at first, if you're out there listening, if you drag bones back to Keisha, can you guys help her get her camera fixed, please? Because number one, she does not have some sort of a tripod in her vehicle. And she needs something now more than ever because she keeps riding out of her neighborhood and she doesn't want us to see, but that's a great excuse for her to show us her boobs. Okay. But let me tell you, Jasmine is sick. This is, guys, if I didn't know better, this is Jasmine looking at Chrissy's video doing the tour around the city that her ex-best friend moved into and is living in a better house than yours. Okay. And she's saving $1,000 a month. So Jasmine, with your bad credit, I don't know what you're paying for your place, but Chrissy done found a place and is saving $1,000 with high ceilings, a office with some, girl, we got the same thing in our homeschool room, the little glass doors. Girl, Chrissy, everybody got that. If you got a house that's like 3,000, 2,500 or better, 3,000 square feet, honey, everybody got that room. Okay. Everybody got those French doors with the glass, girl. Okay. Yes, it's mom bougie. Okay. We all got that. Okay. And some people, well, mine is built into more of a corner. So I couldn't put barn doors on mine, but girl, everybody got that. Everybody got that. I think Keisha probably going to get ready to get that because she wanted barn doors on hers, but she can't do it. Jazz paying $2,400 for that shoebox. Girl, Jasmine's house is built like a shoebox with partitions, okay? Now, there's nothing wrong with that house. It's painted white, and you know that's a check for me. I love a good white house, period. I love glossy white paint, and that's on per. She got those laminate floors that are slippery as hell, okay? And basically all they got is that kitchen living room. That's it. That's it, and that's all. Other than that, it's bedrooms all day. There's no there's a straight in Louisiana, they call those shotguns, right? Where you can get a clear shot from the front door to the back door. They call that a shotgun house, okay? All my New Orleans peoples, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you live in Houston, over by University of Houston, they used to have shotguns over there too, in between U of H and TSU. Okay, yes, I lived in Houston for almost 5 years, y'all. You guys know this, okay? Girl, it's the empty cabinets for me. Okay, period. Olivia, girl, stop laughing, because Olivia, we know you're listening right now. Right now, girl, relax. We're gonna come talk to you later on this afternoon, okay? Because girl, you doing the least and expecting the most. And just I need for you to remember, merch is available at lovelieslacefronts.com. Go get you a reaction. Videos are now for you. They are about you. They come all the way from extra small to 3X. Go get you one, go get you one, and go get you one. I will post the discount code. If you guys go to lovelieslacefronts.com, go all the way down to the bottom, there is a 10% discount code that's posted at the bottom, but I will post a 20% off code for everybody. Bougie Gang gets 20% off all day, every day. Membership has its privileges, but I'm going to do that for the whole entire weekend for all of y'all. Get your bougie, period. Guys, stop playing. Go check out my Instagram. I pulled out my bougie attire drawer. Every single t-shirt in that drawer is something from lovelieslacefronts.com. Okay. That's where all my little bougie wear is located, in the top glass drawer of my closet thingy. You'll see it. It's on Instagram. So follow me on Instagram. But see, that's what you can do when you own the place. See, Jayla Corion, she went to Jayla is someone who wastes money. Jayla makes money, clearly, right? Jayla outfitted her apartment. She went to IKEA. She bought all the things. She got the task rabbit to come put it in. Jayla would burned out that house, that apartment, like 3, 4, or 5 months later, and moved to a new apartment. And I don't think she bought the units with her. If she did, we never saw them. Okay. Now she's in Atlanta, and I mean, she must have sold them. I don't know. She must have sold them or left them in the apartment. I have no idea. But you can do that when you own the place, right? Okay. And you won't waste your money. I even have merch. Why doesn't Jasmine or Chrissy? Chrissy has merch, but I'm sorry, and this might be an unpopular opinion. Chrissy's merch needs some TLC. I'm just gonna say it like that. Chrissy's merch needs some help. Okay. I'm not gonna completely rip her a complete new one. But at the end of the day, that merch is tied. Okay, it's tied. Remember, she has a t-shirt on there that she's tied. Okay. She's her back and body hurts. Like, she was doing some kind of jokey jokes at the fact that she was pregnant or just had some babies. And I think she had a Tide logo and said she was sick and tired. Something. Girl, okay. Okay, moving right along. We're gonna get back to Chrissy in a second, but what I also want to talk about before we get up out of everything, which this will be a separate video too. This messy ass situation. They dropped a video. Latoya was sitting in the car. She was on her way over to the Muckers. Rickon, she calls him Rakan. So Rakan Mucker, her boyfriend Rakan, who is loved by Erica's ex-old man. Erica is sitting here. Her and Damien did a Q&A, and she was doing a gender reveal. Guys, I don't know, now more than ever. I don't know if that's Rakan's baby or if that's Damien's baby, but at the end of the day, these people are so freaking messy. They are so messy. But Creole Bay did a video with her new boyfriend, Rakan Mucker, who is the ex-boyfriend to Erica. Erica allegedly is carrying Rakan's baby. I just showed you a picture of Erica sitting there with her number 2 baby daddy, which is Damien Cryer. And Damien Cryer, those of you who don't know, he is the daddy of the Prince family, Damien Prince. Okay. Hopefully I haven't lost you. We're going to talk about this because Latoya, who was dating Damien Cryer, and Rakan Mucker, who was dating Erica, are now dating each other. Okay. They are dating each other. So basically, my estimation on this, just high level, is these two were not sure. And Creole Bay said this in her interview when she interviewed on my channel. If you guys have not seen it, I will reshare it on the community wall. Cheryl was coming through 19 months, okay, as a member of BougieGang. Make no mistake, guys, the people out here who love to put out the fake news, okay, the fake news disseminators, they will tell you that they started doing memberships before anybody else. Here you have it, a member, 19 months and counting, okay? Stop playing. Cheryl wanted us to know. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you for supporting this channel, period, okay? Thank you so much for everything. I appreciate that. And we are so glad that you were in the house this weekend, okay? Thank you. I know you've probably been in the bushes, but thank you for jumping into the chat. And we are so glad that you are doing well, okay? But let's get back to Chrissy, guys. Let's get back to the topic of the conversation. At the end of the day, Chrissy, I hate to burst your bubble, boo-boo. And maybe I can't burst your bubble. And you know what? As a bad bitch, nobody should be able to burst your bubble, because a bitch can't burst no fucking bubbles of mine. Not now, not never. Okay, period. Be happy that you just got a new home to live in. Be happy that you just found a new property to lease, but you have to put actions to your words. And if your words you want to mean anything, then you need to say what you mean and mean what you say. And if you say that the next home you want to live in is going to be your forever home, or that you're going to buy a home, before you come to the YouTube streets, girl, you better mean it, because YouTube streets will hold you accountable. Call Keisha Kaylee, okay? Keisha Kaylee been talking about her forever home for a long time, and people have held her to it. She was looking at $1 million homes. She was looking at this. She was looking at that, and she rented this and she rented that. Now they bought a home in Camel Toe Estates, and she's happy at the end of the day. But people are going to talk about it because they want to know what happened. What happened, boo-boo? What happened? What happened? You were living in Houston, now you're living in Austin. You were living in one house, you got 9 kids to tote around. See, when I used to move every year, other year, I didn't have all them children, okay? I didn't have to change a bunch of schools. I didn't have to fill out new paperwork. It costs money to move. It takes time to move. Why does it cost money to move? Because you got to move your shit. You got to turn on power. You got to turn on lights. You got to turn on gas. You got to handle business. You have to pay new deposits. Do you get to keep that couch that the people left? Chrissy been laying all over that sofa in the rented house that she's in now. Do you get to take that with you? Is the sofa from the old house going to be a sofa in the newer place? Girl, you got a lot of stuff to do. And you got work to do. And you got a toddler. And you got a preschooler. And you got elementary school. And you got middle school. And you get ready to have high school. And you sitting up there busting it wide open to give this man, who probably took your good stimulus money and allegedly bought you a canary diamond. What? Chrissy, it still just doesn't sit well with me. Because I got questions about that diamond, honey. I got questions. That's all I'm asking. Girl, I got questions. All right. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but at the end of the day, girl, I got questions. You got this, air quotes, canary diamond. Y'all did this big proposal, but now you looking around for $1,000 less on some rent. Like, why are y'all living? Like, there is nothing wrong with living the dream, but people who are living the dream are living the dream because they earned it. They struggled. They dug in deep to get it. Okay? They work hard. Okay? There's a difference between getting 4 or 5 hours of sleep because you got 10 kids. And there's a difference between getting 4 or 5 hours of sleep because you're working 2 and 3 jobs to make the money to live the dream, to pay the Mercedes car note, not the car lease, or the mortgage payments, or for someone to have a nice home for them to rent out to you at $1,000 lower than the market. Like, that's weird to me. Jasmine's paying $2,400 for a damn sectioned off shoebox. I don't know what you were paying, but you lucked up and they gave it to you with the suspect credit history. Like, it's just, something's not adding up. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not at all. Yeah, there are over 300, but there, Bailey, the people in the bushes, don't be a hater, guys. Okay. Don't be a hater. You're listening to this tea this morning. You like listening to this. You like hearing it. Hearing me make it make sense. Okay. Y'all enjoy this. Go ahead and hit the like button. Okay. We talked about this before. It's the lies for me, guys. And the worst lies are the lies that we tell ourselves. Okay. Those are the worst lies, right? Those are the worst lies. Those are the lies that never pay. the lies that we tell ourselves. So those of you in the bushes right now, if you're in the bushes and you're lying to yourself, pretending that you really don't like being here, Fran can't be bougie. She's ratchet. She's okay. For those of you, yeah, stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself and go ahead and hit that like button, okay? Go ahead and elevate the energy and elevate from within. Don't be sitting out here like Pookie, okay? Okay? Pookie probably looked in the mirror and said he looked fine. But we knew Pookie wasn't looking fine, okay? All right? Don't do that. Don't do that. All right? Let's see if you guys have any questions, okay? Let me switch things around just a little bit. Guys, I miss doing Three Moms Update. I need to get back into doing Three Moms Update too, because I love me some Three Moms Update. Let's see, do I have a Three Moms? Girl, this is the hairstyle of the year though, right now. Even though we know that's not a hairstyle. I know. It's not a hairstyle. She has flexi rods in her hair, okay? It's just funny to me. Let me see. Don't I have a Three Moms update slide somewhere? Olivia, we're going to come back and get all the way caught up on what Olivia was in the car with the foolishness. Just one second, guys. Let me find what I'm looking for. Well, here's a little Chrissy and Rod. There they go. There's the happy couple. My thing too, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, on top of everything, if my husband spent a grip, if he spent $10,000 plus, if my husband spent $100, girl, damn near 10. If my husband buys me something, he wants to see me use it, wear it. And if I say I love it, all of those things. Thank you, Camila. I miss you guys too. But I'm not too far away. You guys know I'm trying to drop. I was trying to drop a video yesterday, guys, but I am having trouble with InShot and I cannot seem to get it to export. I've had a video, that's why I really didn't want to talk about it too much, but Jasmine leaving the Black community, guys. The video, it's I hate to say content video because all of this is content, but it's a voiceover with memes and me giving my commentary like how I normally do when I do like a prepared video. So, but I'm trying to get it to export and it's not cooperating with me. So I feel like I have a workaround and I don't want to have to use it because I don't feel like it's the best quality, but I got to do what I got to do if I have to do it. But I wanted to make sure I came live today to talk on this topic because I just felt like there's nothing wrong with renting a home. Absolutely. But Chrissy, you told us the last time you rented that was going to be the last time you were renting and you were moving to your forever home. And I'm not saying that everybody has to hold her feet to the fire. At the end of the day, homegirl has to do what's best for her family. But at the end of the day, if you're going to clickbait people and you are going to say sold, you're going to give the impression that you bought a home. You're saying it's a new home. Clearly that home is from like damn late 90s, 2000s. That house is 20 years old at best. Okay, period. The real story to me, the win should have been I'm saving $1,000 a month, but that's not that's not it. So I don't know. I don't know what the real story is other than thank you, Bailey. I appreciate that. And I love doing them too. I love doing them. So hopefully I will have that one out today. Girl, as soon as I can get that thing uploaded, it will be, well, it's not even so much the upload, it's the exporting out of my editing thing. It's just not cooperating with me. So I don't know. But I'll get it too. We're gonna make it happen. But yeah, guys, I don't know. To me, people like y'all, all of you ladies, you know, bougie gang, any of you who are homeowners, future homeowners, or just, you know, there are certain areas where the culture is renting. I'm sure Chicago, you know, there's lots of apartment living. It's a huge city. New York City, there's more people who will rent a home and stay in that home for decades. And there's nothing wrong with that, period. But when you live in an area where people rent, people buy, people graduate from renting to buying, and rent and buying is doable, and you say that that's what you want to do, you say you are a bad bitch, you say that you are a boss, you're talking about being a mompreneur. Being a mompreneur, we want to hear you've talked about money. You said you were doing envelope stuffing. When you had cash from that damn stimulus, girl, you were showing us hundreds all the time. Now you're talking to us about downsizing. I think she said downsizing. So I don't know if downsizing in bills and upsizing in size, or girl, I don't know. But me personally, if you find something that doesn't seem quite right, someone is renting a home that should be more for less, I would be, me personally, I would be concerned. I would want to know why this is leasing at such a low price. Because you never know. People could be trying to get themselves pulled out of foreclosure. That house could be 3 months behind in mortgage payments. Just because you're paying rent doesn't mean that the person who's leasing to you is paying their mortgage. Okay. Okay. We don't know what, girl, we don't know what happened in that house. Okay. That's for you to live. That's for you to figure out. But at the end of the day, girl, I'm going to be interested in finding out why that house is leasing for so much less, other than the fact that it's just leasing for less. But it's just, it's weird because right now everything is more. Everything is more expensive. Okay. And that's because the inventory is less on everything. So everybody who's selling something knows that they can get more money for it, period. All right. So it just doesn't make sense to me. Oh, are you talking about Olivia being fascinated with, girl? Someone called her a fake chula the other day. Okay. But you know, guys, and you know this, Chrissy of the three moms, of the original three moms, because right now for me, three moms is anybody and everybody. Three moms is whoever I want the three moms to be. But of the original, the OG three moms, Chrissy is my favorite for many reasons. Chrissy, I feel like has some good sensibility. Chrissy has a good head up on her shoulders for the most part, and she is more mature. Okay. And another thing is, one thing that I don't mind about Chrissy is that Chrissy can and does admit when she fucks up. Okay. And I like that. I think that that definitely is a sign of somebody who, girl, here's Camel Toe Estates right here, girl. It's a sign when people can own up to their shortcomings, and you know, girl, I'm learning, I'm living. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's a great quality. Um And that's one that we don't see oftentimes because a lot of people are too afraid to be real up here on this internet. And people always want to, you know, you're just never real enough. You know what I'm saying? And it's a problem, but whatever. At the end of the day, Chrissy, let me get back to Chrissy. Sorry, guys. Where am I? Okay, let me get back to Chrissy. Let me stop playing around. I was trying to find something and I can't find it. Chrissy to me is the most that has she's the most mature. She's the most mature. She'll admit when she's fucked up, and I like that about her. I think that that's a great quality, and that's probably the reason why she is successful on YouTube. But I would just challenge her with this. You could even be more successful being more real. And being more real is not covering up. Hey, E. Joseph, how are you, babe? Hi, Just Bree. Hello, everyone coming in, or everyone in the bushes. Go ahead, hit that like button, please. She could do even better for herself being more real and being more authentic. At the end of the day, I think, nobody's really here for the clickbait titles. And I just think that it was it was obviously clickbait, and there's nothing wrong. I mean, clickbait is well within what you're allowed to do on YouTube. I just think that if you're trying to really change the optics of what you're doing, be a little bit more authentic, be authentic, period. And at the end of the day, I think it would have been a great message for you to come out to the ladies and tell people that you're saving money and what you plan to do with this money, or how you plan to really get into a house rather than renting another home. Because girl, we know you know how to rent a nice home. I mean, that's one thing. Like, everyone's saying congrats, girl. I've never seen Chrissy not live in a nice home. You know what I'm saying? She's always seems to find a nice Instagram, YouTube worthy place to live. But can you stay there for 2 years? Can you pay your rent on time? Can you not get evicted? Can you not break a lease? Can you make your words into a reality? If you say the next place that you're going to live and you got a whole man living in your house, and you're sitting up there with canary diamonds, and now you say that you are not going to get married before you have a baby. So you said the next house you were going to be in was going to be your home, that it was going to be the house that you purchased. Then you get a beautiful alleged canary diamond, okay? Or what was it? Emerald cut, big ass stone, okay? Now you're pushing back the wedding to have a baby. Girl, stop falling for the fucking okie doke from other people and yourself. That's my main thing. I'm sorry. You are falling for the okie doke. Homeboy seems like a nice guy. He's over there in the kitchen. He likes to cook, all of those things. He probably likes to lay up, pipe you down, all the things, laugh, get freaky, do all the things you want to do. At the end of the day, is that going to be your husband? Okay. Is that your husband? Y'all, I'm going to go. I got some stuff I got to take care of. I want to get dressed. Next time I come back, I'll be dressed. We can talk. Girl, we're going to head on over to Camel Toe Estates, get caught up with Keisha. Keisha has demoed the entire interior of the home and of her Forever For Now home. And we're going to talk about it. She got a nice guy who is the guy who updated and remodeled her friend's home. And she was able to get in with this contractor right on time. And, I'm kind of like, girl, the house is probably going to look very nice. And you know what? It is what it is. Look, it would have been some hee ha-has when things start to go bad. But she got herself a good contractor, and I suspect the house is going to look nice. I know some of you guys are not here for it, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Also, there was some talk Jeremy was out. Girl, at the end of the day, I don't know what Jeremy was doing. I got sent a Instagram. I don't know if he went live or what, girl. He was over on Instagram drunk as a skunk, okay? Homie was on that liquor, okay? And he was somewhere, and people were saying it was a headboard, and word on the street is that he was sitting on a sofa, but at the end of the day, homie was naked from he was unclothed. We were seeing he had no top on, okay? And it was 6 o'clock in the morning, and he said he's just barely yawning. Okay. And it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if he was home yet, not home. Him and Keisha are splitting a car. At the end of the day, no matter what we think we know and what is speculated, girl, the main person who needs to know that man is the lady who got him on a deed on her brand new home to her brand new to her home. Okay. Keisha, good luck with that. Because if my husband, his titties were all out, okay, he was girl, it's just a Tata show over there between what's his damn name, Jeremy, shirtless and topless all the time, and Keisha with the camera on her breast implants. I'm so sick of seeing these two people's breastises. I'm tired of it. But we're gonna talk about it later, okay, guys? I just wanted to come and talk to Chrissy for a minute. Chrissy, girl, congratulations on your new rental, boo-boo. You said you were gonna be bougie last time. I mean, has anything changed? Okay, we see you driving the bougie leases, and that's cool and everything, girl. But save a little, that money that you're getting ready to save in your pocket. Put it in a shoebox. If you're not good with banks, put it in a shoebox. Get that money together. Get yourself paper bag money and walk over to that bank with $10,000. Pay your bills on time. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying, pay them on time. That way, as long as your credit is into the 600s at least, girl, no one is going to turn you down for a house. It's easier to get a house than probably to rent today, okay? And the reason why I say that is because they will foreclose on your ass in a minute, period, okay? You might stay in that foreclosure for 6 months, but they're not going to have any problem yanking you out that house and sending the sheriff over there, okay? Just like a good old eviction, okay? But you, girl, that tax check, you will be doing a happy dance with the amount of children that you have, and getting to write off your taxes, getting to write off your whatever the line item is for home ownership, and you're a 1099 business, girl, you will be sitting there and you will be praising the Lord, okay? When you realize how much you are saving, how much you are earning, how much it feels like, bitch, I feel like I'm not paying for that. Like, owning a home is one of the best kept financial secrets. It is truly a come up for most American families and definitely single mothers, okay? Get into position. Forget about position with Bay, because you've been with Bay now for 2 years, and girl, all he's trying to do is put a baby in your belly. All he needed to do was put that ring on your finger, and girl, you are busting it down and open, okay? You don't forgot about the wedding plans, and you're sitting over here trying to make baby plans, all right? You talking about mompreneur, but I'm not seeing that. The walk is not matching the talk. That's all I really have to say. Guys, have a good Saturday. Enjoy, okay?
Overdid myself, I overdid myself, I feel I mean, I overuse my nights, I overdid my nights.
Overtime and overdue. Ain't no sleep, that is on news. Been outside, that's with the crew. Make my night up on the move. In the morning, get the news. She come home, I heard the Zoom. I step outside, I need my peace. Take one down and hit my beat.
Darling, I've told you several times before, I have no dream job, I do not dream of late.
Take the left and hit the right. Took everything, ain't nothing left. Count your blessings, count your steps. At your throat like we that strap. It's way too cold under this flesh. All we ball, but we don't mesh. All we drink, leave us a mess. Down on my drills, it is old news.